Hey, welcome back out to Public Justice State's Attorney. There must be some reason why he's being uncooperative. Objection! Your Honor, you seem to have forgotten something.
And what might that be, Mr. Ivan?
On the night of the crime, who was it that reported the murder to the police?
Reported?
Well, that was the defendant, Mr. Wright, but still, that...
Really?
Yes, well... According to the case file, the murder was reported from near the scene by a call from the defendant's cell phone.
Near the scene?
Let's take a look at a diagram of the murder scene, sir, shall we? The victim was murdered in a small room in the basement, 2 floors down from ground level. Of course, cell phones can't get reception so far down. The defendant used the stairs in this hallway to go above ground. The call came from the first floor of the restaurant.
I see. And this is the phone that made the call?
Okay, get the vote. The defendant could have just fled the scene of the crime if he so chose. Yet, he fulfilled his duty as a citizen and reported it to the authorities. As I get a look at the phone, used by the defendant to notify the police for the restaurant's first floor. I don't... Wow! The battery is being held in with a piece of tape. He should just buy a new one. Maybe he can't afford it. Or he just doesn't care. And you claim he has been uncooperative.
I say, Mr. Gavin, better not waste this.
I think the prosecution has toyed with our client enough for the time being.
Toyed? I assure you no one is more serious about...
What was it you said? The defendant was in the room the very moment the crime occurred? How can you possibly know this?
That's a good question. How indeed?
The answer is simple, Your Honor. The prosecution has a decisive witness.
You're as good as they say you are.
So someone else was in the room the night of the crime. It must mean they witnessed the crime. And they're going to testify about the crime. Everything up until now has...
Crime! Everyone was saying crime. I thought I'd just say it too.
Everything until now has been a warm-up, Justice. Are you ready?
Very well. The prosecution may call its first witness to the stand. If it's... I thought it was gonna be Larry Butts. It's gonna lose my shit.
No. That'll be pretty good, you know. Larry Butts is there.
Fucking hate that dumb bastard. I won't even call him Larry Butts anymore. I'm gonna call him Dumb Bastard.
Dumb Bastard.
My grandpa had a dog named Dumb Bastard. He lived 15 years and his whole life his name was Dumb Bastard.
Unbelievable.
He also had 2 dogs named Dog.
Just 2 of them?
Dog died and he named another one Dog.
Yeah.
You call him Dog 2.
Dog 2.
I remember as a kid he'd go, shut up, dog. And then Dog died and then he'd go, shut up, Dog 2. I swear to God, dude.
The name will state the witness and profession.
Hold on just a moment. Where's the witness?
I surmise that she has been frightened by the defense's demonic-looking horns. So I used a little hair gel. Relax, people. Come on.
Have no fear. Yes, you look like Cameron Diaz and along came Polly, but if any horns point in your direction, this court will cut them off!
You will take the scan.
Okay.
She has a soft Russian accent.
Oh, Russian, okay.
Yeah.
You are sure? I swear it on my gavel! Please come out.
Is it violence against hearing a crime, Your Honor?
Well, if you're sure it is, okay. Oh. And now the prosecution. Wait a minute! Would the prosecution care to explain the witness's paraphernalia?
Yes. She's a professional, Your Honor. Those are merely the tools of her trade.
And that would be...
My name is Olga Orly. I am employed as waitress in Borscht Boat Club restaurant.
Then why the camera?
Of course, it is my pride to serve borscht that is naming restaurant. But I also perform how it is other service.
I take it one of these other services is taking the customers' pictures.
Like for example, this one.
Ugh. You didn't even finish that fucking sandwich, whatever that fucking thing is. It's a dumpling?
That's the defendant?
Indeed, on the night of the murder.
Man in white hat is one who has gone kaput.
Indeed, that is the victim. Order! Order! This is quite a piece of evidence to casually drop into our laps.
It is the same way as I drop cold bowls of borscht on laps of customers. Casually.
Then the court will casually accept this new evidence.
Oh, yes.
Now, witness, where were you at the time of the murder?
I was in the room. The hideout we call it.
Excuse me? A hideout?
It is room where famous gangster bad guy was arrested. It's room where murder took place.
What?
Your look of utter surprise, it is lovely. I will post my courtroom door later for you. Photos will be numbered and you will write which ones you want a copy of.
So there were 3 people in the room at the time of the crime. The victim, Shady Smith, Mr. Wright, and Olga Orly, our witness. If Mr. Wright isn't the killer, that means...
Very well, witness. You will testify to the court about that night's events. How about that, Payne? Shove it up your ass. I've been getting
Alright.
singing lessons from your wife.
Well, fuck her then.
No, I didn't. I did not fuck her.
Oh, sure.
I thought about it.
Okay.
And she was giving
Then
me.
why are you wearing
She
my
was
wife's
giving me the
lingerie?
eyes. Oh, what?
I looked underneath that fucking bench, and you're wearing my wife's lingerie.
Who? Fuck you, Payne, you sniveling little rat coming underneath the bench looking
sure,
under
alright.
my robes like
I've been
this.
dealing
What
with
if
your
it's my
bullshit
own
for
collection?
years,
You think I wear?
alright?
You don't think a
All your
bald,
bullshit.
bearded old judge can
You
wear
always
their own
be like,
lingerie?
oh,
It's stolen
listen
from
to
your
Mr. Wright,
whore of a
listen to
wife.
Mr.
I
fucking
don't
Mr.
believe you, Payne,
I've
you
been in this
sniveling
business
bitch.
for fucking 40 years. Give me a fucking break, all right?
Fuck you, Payne.
All right, fucking let the witness testify. I'm gonna fucking take a nap.
Bitch. That night, customer asked me to deal card for game. It was cold. Both players played with hats on. The victim, he plays whole time with his hand on locket at his neck. Then, last hand it done. But something terrible has happened. That man flew at victim and is strangling him to death.
Incidentally, who won the game?
Isn't it obvious? The winner was the victim, Mr. Smith.
That's ridiculous! Because Mr. Wright can't lose! Justice, maybe you can come up with a more legitimate objection.
But you hadn't lost in 7 years. Take it from me, kid. It happens. I didn't lose my case my first 7 years as prosecutor either, until that fucker up there fucked me. Incidentally, I have some evidence here.
Fuck you, Payne.
Oh, fuck you. God damn it. I'm gonna retire after this fucking case.
You haven't won a goddamn case in 15
I
years.
don't fuck. God damn it.
About as many years since your wife has fucked you.
I'm living in the trailer now, Your Honor, because you fucked me over, and I'm not getting paid as well. Fuck. Well, these are the poker chips as they lay at the very moment of the crime. The hand and the chips on this side belong to the defendant, Mr. Wright. Those on the far side belong to the victim, Mr. Smith.
Chips, you say?
Let me guess. Imagine that poker is war. Your hand is your army and your chips are the spoils.
I know that. After all, in my youth, I was known as the poker head of courtroom number 3.
I think he means poker face.
Looking at this picture, it does seem that most of the chips are on the victim's side of the table.
Yes. Well, very well put, Frank.
Very well. The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Examination. That night, customer asked me to deal cards for a game. You were dealing cards. Do you do this often?
I am doing this. If customer wishes it, I serve anything. Borscht, cards, more borscht. It is my work.
It's good to hear of a place that hasn't forgotten the meaning of service. Besides Payne's wife.
Wow, what the fuck? I'll call for you, Honor. God damn it, Frank.
Welcome to the Borscht Bowl Club, where borscht is as warm as the waitresses.
Thank you for not handing out flyers during that combat cross-examination. It's cool. The players played with their heads on the fucking bitch. Okay. It's already April. How could it be cold?
At Borscht Bowl Club, we have pride on authentic rustic Russian restaurant home theme. Outside it is city and spring, but inside it is always as cold as Mother Russia.
Well, why am I going there?
When it comes to hot borscht, cold is best seasoning,
The victim, he plays the whole time with his hand on locket at his neck. His locket?
I believe it was good luck charm, He gritted many times as he played that night.
Yes, he must have felt as though it might carry him to the moon and the stars. Though if it were small enough to fit around his neck, it wouldn't have much lift.
And the defense would like a clarification. This is a locket we're talking about? I mean, a pendant with a picture in it, right? Not a rocket?
Of course, I knew that. It was probably a pendant shaped like a rocket. That's why she called it that.
No, a locket's a locket. It doesn't matter what ship it... It is considered bad form to poke fun at the heart of hearing in our society. Heart of hearing or heart of understanding.
So, what happened next?
The last hand is done, but something terrible has happened.
Something terrible?
The defense will refrain from needless shouting.
Sorry. Seriously, we consider this a local training thing.
Now, Miss Orley, can you tell us what happened?
Oh, I was so frightened that I trembled with fear.
That man flew at victim and is strangling him to death!
But the defendant would never do such a thing!
Well, now, I can't say I've ever heard the defense try this tactic.
If possible, please refrain from embarrassing me.
Still, why would anyone do something like this over a game of poker?
Perhaps it is because defendant has lost game.
Yes! A crushing defeat for a man undefeated. So it always is with men like him. Winners make sore losers. Oh, how the mighty fall.
Go ahead. I believe you know what it is you need to do.
Right, sir. Leave it to me.
There were only 3 people in the room at the time of the murder. The victim, Shady Smith, Mr. Wright, and if Mr. Wright isn't the killer...
I've got you now, Orly.
Alright, what am I doing? Let me look at the evidence.
Yeah.
So I got it on top of the report.
Mm-hmm.
Just like time of death was between 1:45 and 2:15, and it was from blunt trauma to the forehead. Here's the first crime photo. A victim slumped over.
Mm-hmm.
The bottle has nothing in it, and it has it's got Phoenix's print on it. Phoenix used his phone to call the police on the restaurant's first floor. Here's a picture of Phoenix and Shady Smith just chilling out.
Mm-hmm.
And here's what the table looked like at the time of the murder.
Yeah. Can I see the picture again? Last one.
This one?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
I go through these again.
Because we asked me to do cards for a game. It was cold. Both players played with hats on. The victim, he plays the whole time with his hand on the locket on his neck. Then that last hand is done, and then something terrible happened. Phoenix flew. He flew.
Mm-hmm.
That's
That
it.
man flew. That man flew at victim.
Yeah.
And is strangling him to death.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what am I doing?
Okay, so he plays the whole time with his hand on the locket at his neck.
Yeah.
It's right here.
Yeah. Yeah. So like a locket.
Yeah, so it's right here. And the Phoenix flies at him and tries to strangle him to death?
Yeah.
Well, that wasn't the cause of death.
Oh really? Strangled, you say? That's odd.
Normal customers only joke on borscht.
No, I mean this report shows that the victim died of a blow to the head. Miss Orley? Really now? Did you witness the crime?
Son of a borscht.
My god, she's got spidey senses.
Looking at the picture, it doesn't seem like he was hit. He's still wearing his hat and everything.
Yet, it is a fact that he was hit, Your Honor. The Avatar! Here's a picture we took of the victim with his hat off during our investigation.
Well, that's quite shocking, isn't it?
No, he died from blood head trauma.
Your wife gave me head trauma. This head certainly was hit.
God damn it, dude. Fucking God.
But I have seen it happen.
Mr. Canadian Judge. Fuck this guy.
My brother has nothing to do with this unless you want him to.
Oh.
I'm sure he'd partake in that whore of a wife of yours.
Oh.
He sings like shit too. I'm sure he could use the lessons.
God fucking damn it.
The defendant, he lunged at victim, his neck.
Oh really, Miss Orley? I think I caught you in your own lie this time. Justice, I am mad at I'm mad at. I am fuck! I admire your enthusiasm, but perhaps you should think this through once more. What do you mean?
I found a contradiction.
There's one thing in the testimony that troubles me.
Very well. It seems we should continue the examination.
Such a thing as thinking too much. This horse is dead. Stop beating it. There is such a thing as thinking aloud too much, too. Alright, there's another contradiction in this testimony.
Okay.
So that night, because asked me to deal cards for the game. It was cold. Both players had to play with their hats on. The victim, he played the whole time with his hand on the locket on his neck. Then the last scan is done. Then something terrible has happened. After the defendant tried to this new testimony, but
Go back to the last one.
after the last scan is done, something terrible happened.
Okay. Another contradiction. And then the last one? The last,
The
he
victim
plays
played the
all-
whole time with a locket on his neck.
Yeah, but the last statement.
The last statement, after the defendant tried to strangle the victim, he hit him with a bottle.
Okay, I mean, if you tried to strangle somebody, there would be, evidence of that.
I mean, you could try to strangle somebody, but that doesn't mean you like make contact.
True.
Like I could try to strangle you now.
Yeah.
You'd
You'd think there'd be some sort of evidence of it, but okay. He hit him with the bottle. After the defendant tried to strangle him, he hit him with the bottle.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense, I guess. Unless there's something terrible is that the last hand is done. The victim, he plays the whole time with his hand on the locket at his neck.
Yeah.
She's playing poker with one hand. Okay, guess you can do that.
I think. Sure, I suppose you can.
But okay, all right, here we go. First of the series. I'm missing something that obvious. Okay. Does he have a locket on in that picture? Can't really tell.
Oops.
I mean, I know Phoenix is wearing it.
Yeah. I pressed the wrong button. My bad. Oh, Jesus! Oh, what the fuck? Alright. So we got other things. Actually, you can kind of see it better here.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, there was one curious part in her testimony, just like Mr. Gavin said. But, what does it mean?
Mr. Justice, would you care to explain what it is you're thinking so intensely about?
Recall the testimony, Your Honor. The victim played with his hand on locket at his neck, I believe she said. I hope you aren't about to raise an objection to the witness's grammar! Yeah! No, but look at this photograph. Do you see a locket on the victim's neck? Well done, Justice. I'm impressed. I know you'll be able to handle this. But what does it mean?
If we are able to believe this witness's testimony as is, then the locket disappeared following the victim's death.
Lockets don't just disappear, Your Honor. It's quite simple when you think about it. If the locket is gone, someone must have taken it off, no? Taken it off? Wait, you don't mean... The defendant wasn't strangling the victim at all. He was taking off his locket. Wouldn't that explain it?
Ah. Defendant! What do you have to say to this? Say? Yes. I just noticed this, but you have something hanging around your neck, don't you?
Butt plug.
Oh, you mean this? Yes, it's a locket with a photograph inside. A photo of my daughter. What the fuck?
Come again?
Mr. Wright, you have a daughter?
We confirmed it at the time of the arrest. The picture in the locket is indeed Mr. Wright's daughter.
Mr. Wright has a locket, too. Why don't I buy that? Why don't I buy that this is just a coincidence? A winky bink. Winky dinky.
Wink, winky dink. Well, now, if the results of this DNA test do prove that he is the father, then this poker game led to murder.
It's a different show, Your Honor. That's your second job.
Perhaps we should hear a bit more about the outcome of the game.
Further testimony won't really be necessary. It's clear the defendant lost. Badly.
Miss Orley, you will testify to the court about this gameplay between the victim and defendant.
Duh.
That means yes in Russian.
You know what is crazy? I learned that firsthand from a 5-year-old Russian girl yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yesterday.
You learned
Swear to
that
God.
yesterday.
She taught me 2 words in Russian yesterday. One was da.
It da and niet?
And no. No, 3. Da, niet, and dobre.
Dobre.
Which means okay. I swear to God. So when she said da, I'm like, she's also a little blonde Russian girl.
My God.
I know. What are the odds?
This
Very odd.
sounds fake. This sounds like a fake thing.
It does sound fake, but very odd.
The game began with 3,500 point in chips for each man. House chips come in 2 sizes, small and large. The one who is winning, it was victim. For last hand, defendant play with all chips on table and lose. The moment loss was decided. Defendant grabs bottle from table and
what?
Indeed, looking at this picture, it does seem to be a one-sided game.
As the court knows, poker was the defendant's life. Failure must have been a bitter pill to swallow. Don't make a joke, you judge! Fuck off! Alright? I know, my wife swallowed a lot of things. Alright, fuck you! Is she in this courtroom right now?
You looked under my robes. Did you see her there?
Margaret! Margaret, I swear to fucking God. We're gonna have a conversation whenever we get home!
You call her Margaret, huh? That was just day 1 for us.
What?
Now she's my little slip and slide.
Ah! The worst trial ever.
How many times have I heard these words? I done it in a fit of anger, Your Honor. A common tale, but true.
There you go.
I done it in a fit of anger, Your Honor, and now I regret what I done. A common tale, but true.
What do you think, Sticker?
God damn it. I could do a good Georgia. Yeah, I can't do it.
Methinks the judge watches too many old court movies.
Mr. Wright said that he hadn't lost it in 7 years. This testimony must be wrong. Alright, oh well fuck, I was gonna say we're gonna do the fucking testimony in
The next episode!
Apollo Justice makes the next chapter video for operable juice.
Every single day.
Goodbye.